The Judgment Day's breakup at SummerSlam was literally cinema, but you might have missed the hidden reason behind their shocking split. While Finn Balor explained his betrayal of Damian Priest and the group's dissolution, the truth is far more complicated than it seems. Dominic Mysterio's betrayal of Rhea Ripley was a huge shock. During the match, he acted strangely, faking smiles and ultimately causing Rhea's loss to Liv Morgan. This set the stage for his heel turn, making him even more of a villain. After the match, Damian Priest was furious. He confronted Finn Balor backstage, accusing him of plotting with Dominic and Liv. Finn denied it, but the tension between him and Damian, which had been building for months, was clear. This tension finally exploded when Balor interfered in Priest's championship match against Gunther, costing him the title. This act was the final straw, leading to the group's breakup. After Rhea and Damian were kicked out, Liv Morgan and Carlito officially joined the Judgment Day, marking a new era for the faction. But how did we even get here? To understand the real reason behind their breakup, we need to look back at their history. The Judgment Day was formed by Edge at WrestleMania 38 in 2022. Damian Priest was the first to join, followed by Rhea Ripley. At first, the group had a supernatural and dark gothic theme, but when Finn Balor joined in mid-2022, Edge was kicked out, and the group changed to a street thug, goth, bully style, with a no-leaders rule. Dominic Mysterio's betrayal of his father, Rey Mysterio, at Clash at the Castle in September 2022 made the group even more villainous and created an interesting dynamic between Rhea Ripley and Dominic. JD McDonough joined in the fall of 2023 after proving his loyalty. Even though Damian was hesitant at first, he later agreed to let JD join the Judgment Day. Carlito started aligning himself with Judgment Day, but wasn't officially a member yet. The group had a lot of success, with Rhea Ripley winning the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 39 and Damian Priest winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. But despite the success, there was one thing these two didn't consider. The Judgment Day's history was built on betrayal. Edge was betrayed by Finn Balor to join the group. Dominic betrayed his father, Rey Mysterio, to join. This pattern of betrayal was the only thing we needed to tell that no one in the group was safe from being turned on. But it doesn't end there. A lot of people missed the signs of this betrayal coming. One clear sign was Dominic's flirtation with Liv Morgan while Rhea was injured. This caused problems within the group. Dominic and Rhea, known as Mommy and Dom Dom, had a unique and entertaining relationship. Rhea's dominant personality made Dominic seem too dependent on Rhea, always needing her protection. This dynamic was fun to watch, but had its issues. Dominic often appeared weak and dependent on Rhea, which contrasted sharply with his relationship with Liv Morgan. When Rhea got injured, Dominic started spending more time with Liv Morgan. Unlike with Rhea, Dominic felt more equal and respected in his relationship with Liv. Liv, who had often been seen as a mid-carder, seemed to genuinely appreciate Dominic, making him feel valued and important. This shift in dynamics created internal conflicts within the Judgment Day, as Dominic's loyalty appeared divided, but this wasn't the only issue brewing within the group. Finn Balor's suspicious actions, including secret meetings with Liv Morgan, grabbing Liv's hotel key, all of that were part of a larger scheme. He used the chaos surrounding Dominic and Liv's relationship as a diversion to execute his plan at SummerSlam. Meanwhile, Damian Priest's change after winning the world title at Mania added more fuel to the fire. His actions almost went against the group's no leaders rule, which upset many, especially Finn Balor. WWE often hinted at betrayals and conflicts within the group. Finn Balor and Damian Priest had many heated arguments, and it often seemed like the group would fall apart. Power struggles were common. The ongoing tension between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, especially after Balor blamed Priest for his failures at Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, was a big factor in the group's breakup. Finn Balor's frustration and jealousy over not winning a world title since 2016, along with his feud with Seth Rollins in 2023, where Damian Priest's presence with the Money in the Bank briefcase caused distractions, made him want revenge even more. Adding to this complicated situation, the Judgment Day's no leaders rule was both good and bad. It allowed everyone to have a say, but it also led to power struggles, especially with Damian Priest becoming the world heavyweight champion. This change left Finn Balor feeling sidelined and less important, almost on the same level as the newer members like Carlito and JD. The lack of trust between Priest and Balor, along with Dominic and Rhea's complicated relationship, set the stage for the Judgment Day's downfall. Dominic's split loyalty between Rhea and Liv, and Finn's frustration with his reduced role, added to the tension. But what about the real-life reasons behind their breakup? Could there be any heat between the on-screen members of the faction? Could WWE have a bigger story in mind? Well, there are several factors at play here. Firstly, individual paths have played a big role. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley have shown they can succeed on their own. Priest, especially after winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has said he doesn't need the group to be successful, and had the support of the crowd on Raw, showing that he's a big babyface now. Ripley, even as a villain, woman, has a lot of fan support. Even before her injury, she was the biggest face in the women's division of WWE, and it wasn't even close. Also, creative changes in WWE often lead to breaking up groups to keep things interesting. Splitting up the Judgment Day could create new rivalries and give other wrestlers a chance to shine. Dominic Mysterio, for example, has grown a lot in the group, but a breakup would push him to develop his character and skills on his own. Edge's original goal for the Judgment Day was to help newer talents get noticed. With members like Priest and Ripley doing well, his goal has been mostly achieved, making his original purpose for the group complete. But many fans think that there could be heat backstage between the members. However, despite the on-screen drama, there doesn't seem to be much real-life tension within the group. Dominic Mysterio has said there's no jealousy, especially about Damian Priest's success. He mentioned that they all support each other and are happy as long as one of them is winning. This support has been a key part of their success as a faction in WWE, and the proof of that are recent reports from WRKD Wrestling that revealed that members of the Judgment Day were emotional backstage at WWE SummerSlam, just before their split happened that night. WWE management also praised the group for their successful storylines at SummerSlam. But what could be next for the Judgment Day? After the betrayal, Finn Balor introduced a new version of the Judgment Day, including JD, Dominic, Liv, and Carlito. This new group aims to work without a clear leader, although Finn seems to be the main one. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest have stayed loyal to each other, forming a strong team against the new Judgment Day. The idea of a Judgment Day civil war is becoming popular. Tensions have been building. Fans are excited about a possible big showdown at Bash in Berlin, with rumored matches including Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley teaming up against Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, but there could be more added to that match. Another interesting theory is the possible involvement of Jey Uso, who's had flirtatious interactions with Rhea in the past. If he joins, it could turn into a 3 vs 3 scenario. Damian, Rhea, and Jey versus Dominic, Liv, and Finn Balor. This would add another layer of excitement to the storyline. Also, the growing friendship between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and their current side rivalry with the new Judgment Day could bring them together with the former Judgment Day members, forming a dream team of Priest, Ripley, Uso, and Zayn. But there's something even more crazier that could happen. There's talk about Wyatt Six attacking the new Judgment Day, as there's a theory that Wyatt Six targets those who betray their families. The civil war within the Judgment Day opens up many future storyline possibilities. Potential matches include one-on-one bouts between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, as well as mixed tag team matches involving Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Also, the possibility of recruiting new allies to balance the odds adds more intrigue to the storyline. More potential allies for Priest and Ripley could include Rey Mysterio, who could continue his emotional rivalry with his son Dominic by teaming up with Priest. R-Truth, who was like the honorary Uso in the Judgment Day, could bring a fresh dynamic to the feud, providing both comic relief and unexpected moments. When the betrayals happened at SummerSlam, I remember it left me heartbroken, but the possibility of something else coming up in the night had me excited. And then it happened. Roman Reigns made his return at SummerSlam, but there are a few problems that he brings with his return. You can watch the video on the screen for that.